Hey everyone, it's Greg. Um, it's about 04:30 in the morning. I have been in school now full time for about a week and a half at this point. Um, a lot of late nights for sure. So the purpose of this video is to kind of explain like life after the military, a little bit of background on myself. I was in for um, 10 maybe like 4 months shy of 10 years in the Army. Um, so pretty much this is just to kind of go over, I guess like a vlog. I don't really know the term, but I've only been out of the Army for about a month now. I'm actually still on terminal leave. That doesn't end until October. But I'm just going to occasionally kind of make a video and kind of describe things to expect. Um, right now I go to UT Austin in Texas. So my experience might be different from yours, but I feel like just my particular experience, maybe I can give some good advice on what to do. Yeah, so to start off, I will say that I'm sure this gets more dramatic as time goes on, how long you've been in. So I'm 28 now. I think I'd say my first thing is to kind of think about where you're going to live, uh, if you want to live on campus or not, and what kind of deals are out for you. Because I uh, decided to live in student housing because I really don't have any furniture. Even though I got out as a staff sergeant, I was always rooming with people, and I never got married or had kids. Which is also kind of a rare case. I'm sure if you had most people that have been in as long as I had or had reached the rank I did, a lot of people at my rank are already married or have kids or divorces. um, yeah. So in my case, I'm single. I've never been married, never had kids. I decided I didn't want to deal with finding an apartment and furniture, shopping, and all this kind of stuff while going into school full time for the first time. Um, yeah. So I decided to move to student housing, thinking, okay, it's going to be younger kids, but it's going to be undergrads from freshman to senior. Really having no concept of the idea. What ended up happening, I ended up moving into a pretty much freshman private dorm. Luckily, I managed to get a studio. It's like one of very few in the building. I don't share this room with anybody, which is a huge plus because most of the units here in this building are shared, like two, three, four bedroom units. Um, so I'm really glad that didn't happen. Um, yeah. So and they do have like a dining hall down here, which the food's actually pretty good, and it's all inclusive. So you get an unlimited meal plan, um, indoor gym. It has a pool. It has all this stuff. So it kind of reminds me of living in the barracks, just a lot nicer. And also I'm paying like 1,500 a month. But believe it or not, living anywhere in Central Austin, um, especially with food and utilities included, that's actually and parking space in a parking garage, 1,500 is not that terrible. Um, and my unit is actually subsidized, so I also qualified for that. Uh, so as far as experiences, I will say that be ready to, I don't want to use the term discriminated against, but you're definitely going to get some sort of side eye, like strange looks. Um, like just especially like with me, I have tattoos. I look older. Uh, yeah, I've definitely noticed like a few looks here and there. Um, I don't. I was originally not trying to mention that I was in the military when I first got to this place, but I get asked probably like 3 times. I'd say like 2 to 3 times a day, or at the very least every other day if I live here, if I work here. Am I the maintenance guy? Like, so it turned from me trying to avoid it to me just shortening it into a very much annotated like or abbreviated, anti-abbreviated version of hey, yeah, I was in the military, I'm old, like, or I just got out of the army, blah blah blah, and then that usually makes them like leave me alone. I don't mean to sound antisocial, but you get asked that after every day after the first week, and you just get annoyed. Um, don't expect people to kind of know where you're coming from. Um, they don't. A lot of them pretty much don't. I've resisted going to any veteran groups because I just don't want anything to do with the military right now. But honestly, it's looking like that might be the next step because you will definitely feel pretty alone, especially at a big university like I'm at. Um, Everyone's kind of doing their own thing. You're either rolling on your own, which is fine, um, or you're in like some organization or fraternity. And I will admit, I did apply to, I put my name on the um, roster for like Greek fraternities because I said, why not? So I had like 5 or 6 of them contact me asking if I wanted to come by and check out their events, and I told them right off the bat, I was like, hey, look, like just so we're not wasting time, like I've been in the army 10 years, just got out. My is my age going to be an issue? Blah blah blah. And every single one of them said, yeah, like that's too old. Sorry, like thank you for service, blah blah blah. But like it's just not a good fit. Um, so yeah, if you're my age, you're probably like gonna have a little bit of trouble with if you're trying to do like fraternity life or something like that. Like I guess a lot of them just don't want old guys in their fraternities, which is understandable, I guess. Uh, yeah, and yeah, so you're gonna get a little probably annoyed with people, especially if you end up trying to live in a dorm, which eh, I I can't. The building's great. It's just the people will can get to you, especially if you've gone places, you've done things, and you've just gotten to live a whole different kind of life, and you're meeting people that just have no clue about any of that. And the particular place I live in is uh, it's a lot of like kids from like money, the parents that can afford to put them in privatized dorms. Um, so yeah, it's just it's weird. I don't know if you can find honestly, in my opinion, if you're going to a place like this and you can find a cool roommate and just live really close to campus, I think that would honestly be the better option uh, if you're okay with like apartment hunting and everything, because this is all pre-furnished except that TV back there and my artwork, but that's about it. So I'm rambling. This is the first one I'm gonna make. I'll keep updating and trying to get better at making these shorter. Um, as I go along, I'll just kind of write about experiences. And yeah, I think that's about all I got. So, signing off.